Here's Andre with something to answer that question.
It is often heard in the news and read in newspapers of areas such as Morningside and Finch, Galloway, and Jane and Finch are all bad areas to avoid. Although every time we hear from these residents, it's in the middle of a crisis.
So, just moved into Malvern recently, about a month ago. Basically, what I'm finding on experience coming into a new environment and an atmosphere is a huge change. What you hear normally in the media, or what that's being broadcasted from different forms of communication to the public, is more on a level basis of things that are happening between people, crime rate, and it's not so much so if you do a comparison as to a Bayview area or a higher end area, more residential, you're hearing about fires and something that happens in a basement or a leaking pipe, and those are the kinds of stories that are covered there. But if you go to Malvern, it's more people versus people. For example, if you're going in a store and you're purchasing something, I've noticed that just the vibes that come off people, it's a lot more aggressive. You know, you're purchasing something at a store, going on the same example, you give the cashier money, no communication, no customer service, nothing is emphasized. These type of people, it's a negative feeling that they may have because it's always struggle and strife. One thing after another. You catch a break, and then from that break, there's always something that will come in between that will intercept. So you move off the path that you were trying to go on. Or, for example, the babies having babies, a whole category. Children that are so young, getting involved sexually, and they're children themselves, and they're having their own children at an age where they should be, based on the standard in society, they should be getting at school.
So I've been living in the Kingston, Lawrence, Galloway area for about 6 years. This is pretty much a low-income area based on the fact that the building that I live in is subsidized. There's people who hang out aside of basically, you know, there's a baker's dozen down the street from where I live, and they hang out there pretty much, you know, all day. You know, they could be working and supporting themselves or trying to be, you know, good people in the community. There's a beer and liquor store in this area too. There's an LCBO and a beer store. In the beer store, they have people hanging out pretty much, you know, asking for change just to buy a beer. It only makes perfect sense for the government because most people who are, you know, in a low income area are usually, you know, have habits like bad, you know, like physical habits, like they basically have to drink in order to you know, cope with their negative issues. I remember there was a big funeral here for a chief firefighter who died in a blaze, and he died on the job, and there was a huge media presence here. There was cars everywhere, fire trucks and stuff. Probably, you know, risked his life to help others. But that's like, you don't come in and look at, like, you know, the people who are in Alcoholics Anonymous trying to get better, or the people who are helping out in the community with the mentally disabled, the people who are helping out the elderly in the rec center. I think that people want to see the bad stuff. That's more relevant news. Like, no one like really cares about, you know, the positives that people do, really. Like, if they see negative things, it's more interesting, it's more appealing, right?
I've been living in Malvern for 19 years. Malvern is a good place to live. I've never really run into any problems while living here for 19 years. It's more along the lines of just people that have too much time on their hands and nothing else better to do. Like, we have a rec center where a lot of the kids go and play basketball and whatnot, and I went there to go play basketball too from time to time.
It appears that the residents in these areas have all had different opinions, yet one thing remains common. They believe that the media plays a big role in the identities of the neighborhoods, and that leads to them being perceived as bad. From Centennial College, this is Andre Williamson.
And that's our show this week on the Journal 2.0. Make sure to tune in next week when we get to see some bike messengers, steel bands, musicians, and theater. So wrapping up the show is Roti again, and take it away.
Got Nigel Woods up in the building.
Yeah.
I wanna be the one for you all the time. Lady, cast your fears aside. Come with me, we'll ride. Verbal love all through the night, lady.
Say love is magic. magic. You can live a whole life and never have it. I ain't bragging, but why you asking if I'm the real deal? Knowing how I feel, I'm melting in my boots. Had to spit the truth, so I took it to the booth. Something about you was so different. When you talk, I forget what I'm thinking. Not to mention, I was on the phone, got me thinking happy home. Up to the early morn, watching the sunrise. Hypnotized, staring at your eyes. Why you acting surprised? I ain't mean no harm. Love it when you wrapped in my arms. You the reason I'm rapping this song. I miss you when you're gone. This is more than the bond that we share. Nothing can compare. I need you like I need air. So no more stressing, baby, I'm here.
Hey baby, wanna know your name, wanna conversate with you, I wanna be the one for you all the time. Lady, cast your fears aside, come with me, we'll ride, verbal love all through the night, baby.
You ain't gotta talk, girl, you just gotta listen. Man on a mission, I'ma tell you what I'm thinking. My intuition got me switching, so no more on the run. In the streets or in the club, I'm in the sheets making love, waking neighbors up. So how you like that? Now picture me, and picture you. When we paint a perfect picture, boo. Even though love is blind, I can get you off my mind, staring at your structure 30 minutes at a time. This is getting scary, but you the girl I think I wanna marry. Will you take care of me when I'm old and gray? Love me till my dying days. I've been thinking about you all day, appreciating all your worth and how you make this work. You an angel sent to earth. I see a piece of heaven when you in that mini skirt.
Hey baby, wanna know your name, wanna conversate with you, I wanna be the one for you
All the time, baby.
Lady, cast your fears aside, come with me, we'll ride, verbal love all through the night, lady.
Yeah. Nigel Woods, Roti. Know how we do. The Journal.